Hey guys, Kevin Blair with Element Home Loans. You found your way to Mortgage Sense, and I've got a very, very, very special young lady with me today. One that I've known for probably, I'm going to guess 5, 6 years,
Yeah, I
maybe
think so.
longer.
Mhm.
Miss Angie Stumbo, how are you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. How are you doing today, Kevin?
I am doing super fantastic and probably better than I should be. And, and I will tell you, and what I love about this is, and I know, I don't bring on anybody I don't know, uh,
Right.
but I really love talking to people that is very easy to talk to and is full of life and full of energy. But not just that. I know that you love what you do
Yeah, I do. I really do.
you can't hide that. And I'm telling you, with what's going on in our nation, what's going on in our city, what's going on everywhere, we better love what we do.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
and I will tell you, and I'm just going to put it out there. I think it's still a great time to buy. Yeah, it's more expensive. It don't matter. It's still a good time to buy. Can you imagine what's going to happen, Angie, in a year or 6 months if the rates do come back down? We
Oh,
don't,
I mean, we're going to
we
be,
don't have
yeah,
enough homes now. It's going to be a
no,
frenzy.
yeah, yeah, we'll be flooded. We'll be flooded with people who have waited or, or who really have, maybe not been in the position, to buy, or people just who've been hanging out. But, right now, the people who are out there are the people who are, you know, having to buy. They're moving. They've got a job change. Their family has grown. I mean, there is a specific reason that they are either buying or selling. So nobody's just doing it for funsies.
Right. No, I saw, I can't say that word. I saw a stat the other day, like 70 million uh, millennials are now entering the buying market. Okay.
Wow.
You know what? Angie, Sharon, I bought our first home in 1980. Interest rates were 18%, and we bought a home. Okay. Because that's the American dream.
Right.
In 44 years of marriage, 43 years of marriage, we've owned 11 homes and we've kept going up. So
Right.
it's a great time. So enough. All right. Who is Angie Stumbo? Tell us who you are.
Well, so Angie Stumbo, I have worn a lot of hats. Still, really wear a lot of hats. But as far as work goes, I run a brokerage in Ray County, two offices, one in Dayton, one in Spring City. We are a smaller office. I've got 12 agents. We recently have just made a really exciting rebrand with EXP. So we're the collective brokered by EXP. Before our brokerage name carried my name, and what I wanted to do was make it a little bit more neutral. So not everybody wanted to wear the name Stumbo, and so I wanted to make it a little more neutral because honestly, with the collective, we are a group of different kinds of people, and we're from different demographics, and we're different age ranges, and we're just kind of a collective group that is coming together to help people buy and sell.
I love the name. I
So
love
thank you.
the
So it's we actually have a group in Georgia that we're connected with. I'm super excited about that. But our real main focus is our community, and so with buying and selling, helping folks, we serve the community as much as we can and get as involved with the community as we can. This past weekend, we were we hosted a chili cook-off, and we hosted some trick-or-treating and kind of held down our end. We're right on Main Street in Dayton, and so we held out down our end of the street with trick-or-treating. And because we have a space down here in this downtown, and I want to make sure that it's a valuable space, that when people, drive by, it's a pleasure to look at. We always try to have our windows looking good, and, just be as forward thinking as we can to come up with creative ideas to do things, for the community.
I'm writing a word down that you just said because I'm going to bring that back up.
Okay.
You know what? I'm doing something first I've never done during one of our podcasts. I've stopped and wrote something down, but
Well,
it was very, very important.
well, huh? We'll see. We'll see what that circles back to be. But so that's one part of my life. My husband and I are both in kind of this housing industry. We've just finished our second spec house, and we ended up moving into it and selling our existing home. So it was really good for us and for me to go through that selling process to help remind me of those feelings. The feelings when somebody comes and brings you a 20-point repair proposal and you want to bow up, and then you have to backpedal and say, you know what? Let's take the emotions out of this and let's look at this. And it just reminded me that that's my job. Like, my job is to be the thermostat and not the thermometer in a real estate transaction.
Oh, you know what? One of my, I, I'm not saying oldest partners, my most tenured partners. And I've lived with this for 12 years now that she's said this. We can add fuel or we can add fire to all the problems.
Right.
There are no real estate emergencies. Okay, there's what we're doing is not life and death. Now it feels like life and death,
Right. Right.
but our clients are going to take their cues from me and you.
Mm-hmm.
What you said is so very strong. Um, you know how it's funny you said that. I told you I had no questions for you because things come. You know, when I turned into what I feel like a really great loan officer in 2006, I had been doing business for about 6 years at that point,
Okay.
and we bought a house. When we bought that house, and I'm not going to get into the whole story. I've explained this a couple of times, but I'm telling you, we didn't end up doing the loan. Didn't know we couldn't do the loan, so I had to give it to another loan officer here in town.
Ah.
Talked to him one time. We were 45 days late. Got that moving van bump. That's when they used to could do a moving van. You know what a moving van bump is? Have you ever heard that?
No.
You're packed up. You got everything's in the moving van. You're getting ready to move, and they throw an extra point on it. Okay. And I'm talking. This is 2006. We paid like 305,000. I had to come up with an extra $3,000, and he never called. Nothing. And I said, you know what? From that point forward, my people are going to know every step of the way. And just like what you just said is so strong, going through that process, it makes us take a step back and say,
Mm-hmm.
this is what people are going through. That
Yeah.
is so strong.
Yeah, and I mean, it doesn't mean that I'm perfect because
No.
I get distracted. We have 5 kids. Now, very few, not all of them live at home anymore. I have a married kid now, and that's weird.
Yes,
Um,
it is.
but 3 of them live at home, and we're still doing sports, and so our life is crazy. And there are some things that, of course, I'm like, I need to text that person. All of a sudden, it's 10:30 at night. Um, because this is a round the clock job, I feel like. And I have an admin here, and that's one of the things that I think is important is I have someone here full time in this office that takes care of, agents and people can come back here and say, "Hey, can I get that closing statement from, 3 years ago?" Well, guess what? We can do that because I have staff. Could I find it today? Probably not. Maybe give me a few days, yes. But anyway, I don't know what I was going to say about all of that, having a full time staff member, but she helps me. That's how I survive.
I will tell you what, and I'm seeing it, and I know our folks that are watching this, but I do have a hard question for you. Okay.
Okay.
So when I'm talking to people, all right, we have to be different. I have to be different with my agents. I have to be different with my clients. I have to set ourselves up apart because there's 3,000 agents out there. There's probably 500 lenders in Chattanooga, Ray County alone. Okay. What makes Angie Stumbo different? Why should somebody see this, pick up the phone and call you?
I think what makes me different is that this is what you see is what you get. I mean, I'm gonna be as honest with you as possible, and also I'm gonna say, you know what, that was a miss, or I'm just going to be real, and we're gonna have a good time. So so I want it to be good, and I feel like that. As far as like selling your house, I mean, we're going to put it out there everywhere, and it's going to be good quality, and we're going to try different things. And that's one of the things that makes me different, is that I'm not afraid of change. I'm not afraid to try something new, and I'm not afraid of a challenge.
There you go. You know what? And we had this conversation the other day. I mean, you're looking at a 62-year-old man that's on TikTok. Okay. Uh, and the things that worked last year, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, they don't work anymore. We
Right.
have to continue to change. But you said something. This business on your side and my side is so stressful, or it can be. All right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have fun. I'm going to make it as comforting and as relaxing as I can, because the
Right.
people are under so much, our customers, when I say our, between me and you, our customers, they're under so much stress of just the thought process. I mean, we
Right.
know everything about them financially, and you're in the car with them, and you're showing them, and you're seeing the struggles of making these decisions. Uh, we better be able to make them smile.
Right.
All right, so I wrote down something because I don't want to
Okay.
forget this,
Okay.
because this is really, really important. You said forward thinking. Okay. Part of what our job is what I call future casting. Same thing as forward thinking, is how do we get people to make the decision, or to show them where it's not wrong to it's not wrong to make the decision.
Right.
People are afraid, they're scared to death because of interest rates, because of pricing. It's up to us, and I love the fact that you use that terminology. It is up to us to be able to sit down with somebody and say, okay, this is where we are.
Mm-hmm.
This is where we could go. All right. Can we live with that? And
Right.
guess what? I opened it up saying it's a great time to buy because our equity positions are still growing. They're outrunning even the higher interest rates right now. All right.
Right.
I mean, I've got a great cost of waiting worksheet that, in fact, we just promoted one of your listings at
Right.
415,000. Great house at 125 Cross Avenue. Is that right?
Yes, that's it. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That's impressive.
52, and I still
You didn't
got it,
have that
baby.
written
I
down.
still got it. Um, at 415,000, I can show what it would cost to wait 6 months, to wait a year, to wait 2 years, to wait 3 years. I can show, and this is based on not national averages, but the averages in Ray County. Okay. The software that we have is so specific that we can actually show somebody what the cost of waiting. And guess what? Even at 6 months, there's a cost.
Right.
So, Angie, congratulations on your move.
Thank you.
Congratulations on continue to grow. All right. Um, guess what? There's still some of us out here that are still working and still
Oh,
getting it done.
yeah.
Okay. What's the best way for people to find you?
So the best way to find me is all over the internet. I try to put myself out there everywhere: Facebook, social media. I mean, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn. Um, just look up Stumbo. There's a few around, but mostly related to me. But then my phone number 423-342-5790. Text me anytime. That's the best way. And if you want me to call you, I'll call you. Uh, better be good. No, I really should have been a millennial, really.
I know.
Um,
Well,
so
fantastic. Guys, if you want financing on any home that Angie has, or any home that she has in the MLS, she can go from Dunlap to I just
I can go to
lost
Knoxville,
Dalton,
Cleveland,
Dalton,
Chattanooga,
Georgia,
yeah,
Dalton, Georgia,
Pikeville.
all the way absolutely. If you
Yep.
want information on any of those homes, you can reach out to Angie. You can reach out to me for the financing part of it. You can reach us at kevinblairteam.com. Our phone number is 423-488-7571. You go to the About page right at the top, click a link, fill out brief information. I will call you personally. Angie, thank you so much. I love the energy. I love the business. And congratulations one more time. Have
Thank
a
you.
have a great day, kiddo.
All right, you too.
Bye bye.